So it's going to reach 105 degrees today. Yesterday I got another flat. Tiniest little screw tooth. I've got a massive headache. The wisdom tooth's killing me. And my foot's still pain. That's about it. Oh, I also made a logo. I'm going to be carrying around with me. Put it somewhere. Put it somewhere, maybe on my bag or on my bike. People will be able to find like YouTube or something. So here's the thing with the Iran deal. Everybody wants to knock the Iran deal, saying that oh, it's a bad deal and Trump's such a fool, etc. And I'm sitting here like, well, do you see what's going on? Everybody's been trying to claim that America is somehow, some great destructive power destroying everybody. We're just putting it in stone. We're solidifying that, look, we're here to help, and U.S. and regional powers will help aid $300 billion. That's mostly places like Dubai and, maybe even, I don't know, Russia. Russia says that they want to protect Iran. That money can come from multiple places. But at the very least, it's written in stone at this point, and for the next 60 days, that this is the deal that we have on the table. And that's just to signal that, hey, we are trying to make peace. And if they don't want to do things the way that we want to do things and take this deal that's easy to take, then we'll go back to doing what we were doing before. As well as the fact that we were running out of oil and the world is running out of oil. It's not that we're getting our oil straight from the Strait of Hormuz. It's that once the other people that are getting their oil from the Strait of Hormuz run out of oil, then they're competing with our oil, the oil that, we're exporting oil, but these other nations will end up competing for that oil that they don't have, So that's why we had to get out of there no matter what. And like everybody's going to complain about the $300 billion. I don't like the idea either. It's that they're getting something out of it. But what Trump is doing is something very clever and something that solidifies America as the saviors rather than the aggressors. That's what our enemies have wanted for a very long time, is to basically just paint us as the enemy. And doing it this way, even if within the next 60 days things go south, at least we put it out there, we put a foot forward in that direction for peace. So that's the reality of it. I wouldn't get all worked up about it. It's all part of the plan in a way. Christians are supposed to stand for peace, finding peace. Might have to fight back to find peace. But that's generally what we're out here to do. And if Israel just took out, I guess, 2 people involved with the Hamas October 7th attack. So I don't know how Israel's going to play into all of this, but in a way, they've almost lost all support if they continue attacking. But at the same time, if they're going to be aiding the reconstruction project in Iran, then they can also get a piece of that peace pie. So I don't know how things will play out exactly, but Trump's doing the best that he can with, the best minds that he can muster. I'd rather him be with the people that he's with instead of the other people that could have been part of this. But anyways, what else is going on? I guess Ebola is being talked about again, and apparently that there might be an actual aerosol element to it, considering that it didn't spread the way that, you know, normal Ebola would spread. Apparently there's a type of tick that can, you know, takes out 1 in 4 people. A rare disease that is starting to uptick a little bit. We're definitely under attack. Like, I'm looking at right now, and I'm just like, everything's converging into end game, and everybody's sort of blind to it. They don't see what the hell's going on because many of them are like 30 years old. If you're 30 or if you're 34 and under, then you're almost completely clueless, because you didn't have, you know, the older generation talking to you. You had the older generation treating you like a baby. So they didn't tell you the things that they told me. And so that's why, you know, there's a lot of even especially Gen Zs that are like, what the hell is actually going on? It's because you weren't actually given any real information. I was lucky enough to stretch and reach into the older generation to pick out all the wisdom that I could before that opportunity wasn't there. And I had a lot of time to do it too. But the people that are like 20 years old right now, if you're a 20-year-old, right now you are 100% clueless on what's actually going on. So just have that in mind. I will sub you. Okay, thanks. And that's not an insult to, you know, when I'm saying this stuff, it's all about just facts. You have to consider the facts. That's the angle I'm coming from. There's, you know, indisputable facts going on, and that's just that you haven't necessarily seen what the older generation has seen and why the older generation is saying the things that they're saying. But there's a lot of the older generation that are using real history and twisting it with little lies in between. Those are the ones that you have to be careful of. The ones with intention, the ones that they've done the research, all of it, and they're wrong, you know, just in the particular way, like where it would be like a bad intention for them to have left this out, left that out. You got to learn to test people. I guess that's how you also have to build community. You know, it's really important to build a community because you got to know who these people are, or at least know their work ethic. So what I was saying before is that I'm in a way more famous in real life than I am even online with hundreds of views, you know, per day. I'm still a little bit more famous in real life because they actually know my work ethic. They know how I ride on the road. I've tried to kind of express that to you guys online, but it's difficult because I don't have a perfect body cam that shows every angle of me. But besides that, I got another flat yesterday. You know, the tiniest little tiny screw ever. Is because I was in the breakdown lane, and I'm going to spend a lot less time in the breakdown lane than I already do. So I'm basically going to be in the road most of the time now. And I am not obligated to go to the breakdown lane. It's actually not it's completely not against the law to be in the actual roadway where it's expected to be clean. So if you guys ride by these places where there's a crash, you see somebody wreck, and you'll see there's all kinds of debris left behind, right? Well, it's because they're only responsible for the actual roadway. They're not responsible to clean up the edge of the road, the shoulder of the road. So they'll literally leave an entire pile of fucking, you know, trash on that shoulder, and they're not responsible for it because it landed there during the wreck. Isn't that insane? But that's the law. So I'm not expected to be on that shoulder of the road. If you see a bicyclist that's in the road, they're not doing anything against the law. And in fact, if you do not give them 3 feet of space when you are passing them, that is against the law, and you can be reported. And if you're consistently reported, then, you know, you lose your license. So have that in mind, guys. You know, whoever's, you know, watching me and they hate me so much, they see me on the road or something, and something like that. You see a bicyclist, you have to give them 3 feet of space, or else you're breaking the law. There was a story, like not really a story, it was actually like a story and a video, you know, mixed into one a while ago, where this old guy, he rides up on these young folks, and he's like, what the hell? You didn't give me 3 feet of space, you know, back there. And the thing is, yeah, that was illegal. But you're not supposed to go and harass them after the fact. You're supposed to go and report it. So he didn't do that, and that's why the old guy didn't get, you know, any sort of justice in that situation. Otherwise, it's 100% illegal to not give a bicyclist at least 3 feet of space when passing them. So the other night, a cop drove by, and it was a state cop, and I know the time of day, I know the road it was on, and they had gotten within maybe a centimeter of my handlebar, going maybe even way over the speed limit. I couldn't tell. All right? This was caught on camera. So the event was caught on camera. This was a live stream. Now what I can do is I can go dig for the information, put a request for that information, for the body cam footage, the dash cam footage, and I would be able to see that this person had violated me, and that would be an infraction against them. That's how it works. Have that in mind. You know, anybody who rides around and they get a big metal box that they drive around in, those who are not in those metal boxes, if you do not give them 3 feet of space when you're passing them, you can go to jail eventually after so many, you know, reports. Like, there's actions that I'm beginning to take that head in a direction of me basically going vigilante. And I know how I can do it, and I know how I can protect myself in those situations. One of those ways is having a body cam present, having a body cam running, having a live stream running. That was the other part of it. I just saw a dime on the ground, so I'm gonna grab it. It's a penny. No, it's a 10 cents. I saw a penny right there. Where'd the dime go? It's like watching an ad on Atlas Earth, but not having to watch the ad. It just picked up the dime. Okay. It's not that big a deal. Where the fuck did the thing go? Excuse my language. I guess if I'm not getting any orders, I mean, I'm not going to go driving down that road just to get a flat. I'm so sick of it, dude. I actually have to switch out this tread, huh? So I'm going to get coffee instead. I'm just going to go back to the house. Coffee and switch out this tread, so it's a taller tread. Like, I don't have a taller tread, I just have like a factory pieces. But hey, how's it going? How's it going, everybody? So I just graduated from It's gonna be 105 degrees today. Get coffee. Okay, a bunch of people jumping in. I'm running in the store, so I'm not gonna be on the streams. So, I feel like I can walk better now. I don't know, when I go to dismount or something, I feel it randomly or something. Big amount of pressure. Sweet, they haven't gone up the price. Should I just get a breakfast couch too? Yes, 6. Yeah, breakfast. Yes. Appreciate it. So welcome, what's up guys? Basically just another day, doing the thing, but it's like I'm not getting any orders, so I'm just So I made a new logo that I might be flopping somewhere. I might get some real life watchers. But I gotta finish the YouTube part of the logo. So it's big enough to see while people are driving by. But it's small enough so people can't like notice all my like imperfection. Yeah. Well, that's every day. I'm out there grinding. I don't live stream every time I do it. I don't live stream every part of my life. I would, but I just don't have. If I had a second phone, I'd become that. I used to. I was trying to lay low for a while. I didn't know how the internet worked 100%. Now that I know how the internet worked, I made all of the mistakes, and I didn't give a fuck. Made every what is it called? Operational mistake, whatever you call it. Yeah, we got some stuff going on over in Iran where, you know, they're under a understanding that this is how things can go. If you want to fuck with the, you know, rich nations, you can be with the rich. You can work together with the rich nations or against them. You want to work with them, take your fucking people back. That's what needs to also happen. We need to be deporting. Deport, get out. You go to import somebody from the UK and they end up being someone from like Malaysia because they were like native born in the UK. It's like, yeah, they speak like us. been more specific, like mail order a bride or something. Oh, a rage girl, yes. Here's one right there. She sounds and talks just like us. She's a little different. Like, imagine when the Irish and the British are on the same fucking page. That's like rare. As far as I remember, they didn't like each other. I can keep hearing click, click, click in the back, and it's giving me anxiety. I'm so sick of these flat tires. They're not flat tires. One tube left. I get another flat tire, then I have to go buy more spares, and it's just, you can't keep up. I just renewed my license. Like, what the fuck? Now I can't save my money. I gotta go spend it on more tires because people are leaving trash out the road. And it was my front tire. That was the crazy part. I retired early. I don't recommend it this morning. Dude, what are you talking about? You're retired. I don't even have a life. Must be nice to have even a regular fucking job. I can't get a regular job because of my fucking back and my knee and now my foot. Now I walk funny. I was already walking funny, but now I'm walking funny extra funny. I can't keep up. I'm broke. I'm beyond broke. I am lower than poverty. I make about $100 a week. No benefits. No help on food. It's not boring to retire. You at least get to eat. I don't get to eat. Right now I'm going to eat a breakfast sandwich, and that's going to cut into any amount of money that I wanted to save. You're retired? Build a business. Stop being fucking boring. That's your fault. You're probably the reason why things are the way they are. I retired, business as usual, I'm just going to move on. Yeah, you're the reason. Business as usual. Yeah, I'm vicious. I understand. That's why I don't have a large audience. I attack everybody at this point. Pretty much everybody could have helped me. You know what I mean? Everybody who's ever spoke, it's like, could have been helpful, not hateful. So I just tell it like it is. It's the facts. Now, I tried to come up with a scheme that would get disabled people to be able to work again. And somebody called me lazy. Imagine that. They said I was lazy because I said that we could do manufacturing chains, supply chains for manufacturing. We don't need to have a massive factory to do that. You could have it decentralized. You could buy it from people that are working in homes. You don't need to leave the house in order to do it. You probably don't even have to stand up to do the job. But you're going to demand that they go to a factory setting to go, maybe they don't even have legs. You demand them to go to a factory setting, and it's like, in order to get the job, it's like, why don't you just give them the opportunity? If they can do it, then they can do it. Who cares if they don't have legs? Who cares if they can't make it to the factory? If they're going to make you something, they're making you something. It shouldn't always have to happen in the factory. That's the problem with today's society, is that, you're going to run an entire factory just to run a business? No, you don't. Problem with the people running business today. That's why AI will take over. When AI helps people decentralize that process, where you're not in charge of the supply chain anymore. If you're a factory runner, you're not going to be in charge of it anymore. It's going to be decentralized, and those people are going to be kept out of the loop. Dude, it feels like my back tire has fucking flat. It better not. Just gonna make coffee and then go back out. Eat a sandwich, make coffee. I'm gonna charge my bike, so have a little bit of a conversation, I guess, for a minute. Maybe I'll clean up my place before I go out and do order today. I was eager, okay? Plus, I was hungry. I had to leave the house and I had to eat something. I need a coffee. Let's take a look at this. Gotta turn it around, obviously, but. Stand up straight. So I need that symbol. It looks better when it's like actually not bright out, but I'm gonna show it to you guys. Little G. I'm gonna put that on my bag somewhere or something. Yeah, this is a luxury, being able to eat in the morning. So I think people are completely clueless at the state of the world. Just because somebody's walking and talking doesn't mean they're okay. Yeah, so whoever's still doubting Trump, you shouldn't be doubting him anymore. You should understand what's actually going on now. I'm gonna say one thing. As opposed to like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, there hasn't been much change at all. Nobody's been talking about anything that could actually change it. We're getting down to the common sense shit, you know? this isn't a grind, dude. This is a freaking climbing uphill, up a mountain, and getting knocked back down every fucking. So in order to do this right, I'd have to like have this turn backwards, which is obviously not going to happen. Move it upside down. Is that better? Yeah, I want to have like something like that kind of planted somewhere with that at symbol. My first attempt. Yeah, some of you retired. Damn, dude. Must be nice. Must be nice to have money at all. I'm down to like $2 now. Oh, is this a good sign? Don't tell me this. Like, here's the problem with potatoes I found out is that potatoes need like way more space. So let's take a look at the potatoes that I just literally watered one time. But it's not tall enough. So apparently I need really tall. And I have something over there that's tall. I just don't have enough soil to fill it. But I didn't know plants were that easy. You take it right from the freaking store, just plop them in a bucket. It's crazy. All right, time to make some coffee. Hopefully I won't, because I have like right now I have a headache that's killing me. It's like I shouldn't even be like awake right now, but I'm gonna drink some coffee. See if that ends the pain. It's also because of my wisdom tooth. Dealing with a lot of pain on wisdom tooth. So I don't know. What can we talk about right now while I'm waiting for coffee to be made and stuff like that? Let's talk about world events. What do I not know about yet? Put it in there. Who thinks that we should just send Iran a bunch of pedal-powered generators? Like, just send them 1 million pedal-powered generators. They'll be fine. We need to give them all that much money. But I've been saying that for a long time. Nobody tried that. That would have cost a lot less, wouldn't it? We wouldn't be spending that much money. We'd actually be boosting manufacturing at that point, right? Coffee. Yeah, getting this many flat tires in this amount of time is absolutely ridiculous. Like, something needs to be done about these roads. Like I said, you know, like I'm not obligated to be on the side of the road. I'm not obligated to be on the shoulder, okay? But the fact that I have been on the shoulder and that I've been decent to people and they still fucking honk their horn at me, try to fucking swerve at me. Dude, yesterday somebody honked their horn at me. I was on it was probably even moments before I got the flat from yesterday. Somebody honked their horn after they passed by me in anger. Like not just like after, it was like during and after. It was like they were trying to just like harm me in some way, right? They were trying to affect me in some way. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm on the side of the road. I'm on the breakdown lane. And this person's beeping at me, honking their horn at me like I'm in their way. That's road rage, dude. People need to stop acting like animals, or they're going to be treated like animals. People got to stop acting up, dude. I was on the breakdown lane, and somebody's beeping their horn coming up behind me and after me like I was in their way. Dude, I can't do any better than that. I'm going to be in the road now because you guys keep doing this. I'm going to have a sign in the back that says, you need to give me 3 feet of space, and you're being recorded. While you ride that big box of a vehicle, you're going to be recorded and you're going to be responsible for your actions. You're threatening people's lives on the road. That can't happen. You're not just affecting mine, you're affecting other people too. You're affecting pedestrians. Whoever's doing that doesn't deserve a license. They need to have it removed. Start acting right on the roads and you won't have a problem. And it's going to get serious soon. It's going to be like, those no littering laws. It's $100 infraction every single time that you litter. How many times do you litter a day? That's $100 every fucking time. Started getting attacked by a mosquito. I was petting my cat, and the mosquito started attacking me. I'm like, I'm not. Can't win. I'd say my head feels a lot better now. I eat something, I don't know. But I did eat something yesterday. Did I? Is this gonna throttle me now? You know what's strange? I find these really unseen videos and I watch them and then I give them a like because I'm like, wow, okay, I haven't seen that before. No one's talked about it, hasn't hit any of these researchers. And then magically, we have Asmund Gold doing a reaction video to yet another video I found like 3 or 4 days ago and I liked it. And today that's so interesting. But it's like either I'm at this, like I'm ahead of them in the algorithm spotting these things before they are, or these algorithms are being pumped, promoted in some way. So I'm going to watch the rest of this. I'm going to see his